Hello there and welcome to Monkey Drunk Collective, and this wee video is all about this. This is the latest blaster we've just finished, and this is a Din Djarin themed Stryfe, kind of themed along the Amban pulse rifle that Din Djarin, the Mandalorian, uses in the Disney Plus TV show The Mandalorian. And we did the Old Man Boba Fett blaster a few weeks back, last month, a while ago anyway. Throw a picture up there, and I just wanted to do another Mandalorian themed blaster. We went for Din Djarin this time. Did a bit more work on this one than did the Old Man Boba Fett we did. It was a fairly simple Stryfe with a few attachments, but we kind of went a bit further on this one. We made ourselves a custom stock out of a slingfire stock, and we made ourselves a custom barrel attachment here. This is kind of handmade from Polypops for craft for foam, which is a kind of foam designed for cosplay builds and stuff. It's got really fine texture, it's really great to work with. And yeah, so we've made some custom pieces for that. We've got a long shot, old school long shot scope on the top, a long strike barrel attachment. We've gone for a banana mag in there as well. But yeah, just wanted to make this a bit unique, a bit different. And I don't know if I can get this all in shot, but this blaster is enormous. It's clocking in at over 4 feet long just now. I've not measured it exactly, but it's pretty long, with long strike barrel, and then this custom barrel attachment on the front. We'll get to all that in a minute. So yeah, we'll start with what we did. The integration on the stock here is a slingfire stock, and this stock point here was from a Stryfe, the CQB Stryfe, the kind of dark blue Stryfe that we released. So we just chopped the end off that. We integrated the slingfire stock, kind of tacked it into place, got some epoxy resin in there to set it solid. We then did some putty work to seal this in. And then after it was painted, we did an actual leather wrap over the fake leather wrap. So it's got a bit more texture and a bit more feel there. The end strike barrel attachment here has a little spacer on the front, because the old end strike barrel attachments are notorious for being very wobbly and loose on the newer blasters, so that just keeps that nice and firm. Long shot scopes just stock as it was. We've got an extended battery tray here that was printed for us by Fancy Impact Blasters. Great quality bits of kits, go check them out. And then yeah, obviously we've got the front end here. Kept this detachable as well, so this just friction fits over the barrel here, so it can remove. You can just use this is mainly intended for cosplay. It's painted with a flexible paint. It's a special cosplay paint used for building on foam, so the paint does actually give and bend and won't crack, but we've not lacquered that, so the lacquer doesn't crack. As I say, it's more intended for show, this piece. It just friction fits over the top, doesn't add any extra barrel length as such. And yeah, the paint job is a kind of metallic silver base, so obviously we sanded everything down, went with our usual automotive primer, and then it's had a metallic silver base, and then we've washed that down with some oil washes to give it a kind of grimy look and stuff. A bit of matte black on these parts, the handle and on the stock here as well, and then they've been dry brushed with lots of different layers of kind of brass, copper, silver, just to give them a bit more texture and a bit more depth. This was a kind of electric blue that we used on the magazine, and we did some highlights on the blaster with it as well, and on the scope, just because Din Djarin has a bit of blue on his armour, as you can see, little wrist bits there, and that was then also washed down with the black to give it a kind of dirty, grimy look. But then obviously the Beskar armour is very shiny in the TV show, so we wanted to give it a bit of sparkle and a bit of glint. So when we did the lacquer on this, we did our 2K lacquer on this, and we put a tiny bit of metallic silver holographic flake through the lacquer. Let's see if we can catch some of that. So yeah, this does really glint and glisten in the sunshine as well, and gives it that kind of Beskar feel as well. Obviously the leather wrap as well. Obviously Din Djarin has a lot of leather on his belts and his bandoliers and stuff as well. So just thought it all tied in and everything into the kind of whole theme of the blaster. reckon the length is pretty good. It really has the feel of the kind of pulse rifle that Din uses. But obviously this is a semi-automatic magazine fed, so it's not an exact replica, but it's pretty good. I'm absolutely in love with this blaster. I think I'm going to make another one for myself to keep, but we might make that more rifle-like. We'll see. But this one is going to go up on our Etsy store. So it's going to be available for sale on our Etsy store, so that should be going up very soon. You can check that out. Inside we have rewired with a Nerf MOSFET board, and we are running a worker polycarb cage, which is the standard crush with Kraken motors and Bulldog flywheels. And we've upgraded the rev switch as well to a DC2 Cherry rev switch. So yeah, it's quite snappy rev switch. On the 3S LiPo, the Krakens are really loud and noisy, and we did a chronograph test there at the beginning. You'll see, and we got an average of, I think it was about 115-ish FPS without the barrel attachment on, and with the big barrel attachment on, it was getting about 105 to 110 FPS, so that does drop the FPS down a little bit. But yeah, I mean, if you want to play this in a game, this looks pretty good just as is. Nice compact Stryfe, stock's a good length there, scope lines up pretty well, but if you want to use a bit more cosplay and stuff, you can get the big barrel attachment on there, and it looks really good. And yeah, bit of a bandolier on this over your back, it'll look really cool. Yeah, as I say, I really want to make one of these for myself. We're building a Mandalorian cosplay. I've done a bit more work to this helmet recently. Should be hopefully get that finished in the next few months. We want to build a nice suit of Mandalorian armour as well, so I really want to build another one of these to go with my personal costume. It'll be really cool. Really enjoyed this, and yeah, I've kind of fallen in love with it. Don't want to sell it, but yeah, we kind of built this to go up in the Etsy store. So it'll go there, and I'm going to make myself a new. I'm going to make myself my own one, and I'll theme it more to my armour once I've decided on my colour scheme and stuff. But yeah, obviously we finished off this with a few decals and stuff. So we've got the Mudhorn decal, the big one on the stock here as well, and a couple on the magwell here, which is a kind of Din Djarin sigil. And then we've also got some Mandalorian script on the battery tray here, and going up and down the barrel there as well. And that says, "This is the way" in Mandalorian, just as a little nod to the TV show. I'm sure some of you already spotted that, but anyway. Yeah, really enjoyed making this. Really awesome blast, like so very satisfying blaster to play with and have a mess about with. I've taken some pictures with it in the garden and had a mess about with it. It's really good fun. Real cosplay feel to it and stuff. Really love it. I hope you enjoyed that. We've been very busy. We've got Foam Fest Live coming up very soon, so a lot of work going on behind the scenes for that. So make sure you can check out Foam Fest, the UK's Nerf convention, over on Facebook and on YouTube and stuff as well, and our website foam-fest-nerf.co.uk. And also make sure you follow us here, Monkey Strong Collective, here on YouTube. Subscribe on YouTube. You can like our page over on Facebook, and you can follow us on Instagram as well. And make sure you check out our Etsy store. Just search Monkey Strong Collective, and you'll find that, and there'll be links to it in the description of the video as well. So yeah, check this blaster out, and check out some of our other videos, and I hope everyone's staying safe out there, and getting ready for hopefully a summer coming out of lockdown, and hopefully, fingers crossed, getting back to a bit of a normality, and we might even get to play some Nerf, who knows. Anyway, thanks for watching, I'll see you later.